weird having the right turn over on my right hand. I'm not used to that. Well, we're just gonna go straight. Whoa, we're going.
Yeah, you're speeding too.
I know. Holy crap, that happened very quickly. Hey, two-wheeled, we're at a stoplight.
Yep, and just remember, I'll give you that whole lane.
Yeah, I know.
I'll assume you're always going to be in lane position 3, but I will give you space for like crap like that on the road.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that.
Alright, I should probably start recording at some point.
Sure.
Hello and welcome back to the channel, Two-Wheeled friends. Got Mrs. Two-Wheeled out on her 2018 Softail Heritage for the first time. We're documenting this ride. I'm out on the 2007 Honda Shadow Spirit 750. And this is a huge milestone for Mrs. Two-Wheeled.
I'm gonna switch lanes.
Just kind of letting her lead the way here, since she is trying to get comfortable on this bike. If you've been with the channel for any amount of time, you know that she learned to ride on this Honda Shadow last summer. She's been out a good handful of times or more this year on the Honda, just to get the winter bugs out of the system, kind of learn the weight and how to ride again, you know, kind of retrain yourself after winter. We're not like some of you down south where you can ride all year long. So we did a little parking lot training, kind of slow speed. We actually went to where the course was, or where Molly, you took the course there, didn't you?
Yeah, you didn't take your course. You didn't take the training there, did you?
No, I took the course, actually, at a place behind us. Oh, I thought that was a nail. It's a stick.
Huh?
I was gonna pick it up, but I got my blinker on yet. I'm not used to these. Like I've had this Honda Shadow for like, well, this is my 4th season riding, and I still forget to shut the dang blinkers off.
It's okay. Even I forget to shut the blinkers off.
So I could kind of tell a little bit about how we got to where that course is, and you're riding, you're kind of practicing leading up to us being on the street. But why don't you tell us, since we're going in a straight line here?
I'm gonna turn soon.
Oh. Well, you just say as you're comfortable.
Okay, what's the question?
Well, like how that bike is different than the Honda, like what you were feeling, because I know what you told me, but only you know.
Right. Well, you know, but no one else knows, right?
Right.
So when we left the house, I was on the Shadow, and as most of the viewers know, the Shadow is a relatively smaller bike compared to, you know, the Road King and obviously the Heritage here. So we get to the parking lot and I jump on and I'm like, yep, this is definitely, the Heritage is definitely a wider set bike than the Shadow. And this bike, this Heritage, it wants to go. It did not like the slow speed maneuvers. I felt like if I went any slower than 10 miles an hour, it would just stall out and die on me. Whereas, you know, those slower speeds in the Honda is a little bit easier and a little easier to control because it's a lot lighter. Well, not a lot lighter, but it's lighter.
Well, it is I would say it's a lot lighter. Like we were saying when we were at the course, I don't know the exact weights. I got to learn what the weight is of that bike you're on, but yeah, I would say it is 100 pounds heavier.
You'll go that way?
Yeah, let's go off-road.
Let's really test this.
Yeah, you guys won't see this road all summer long. They are putting a new bridge in down that way.
This bike is a lot warmer too, like my leg feels. We're gonna go right.
So that is not an air-cooled motorcycle like this bike. It does not have the radiator like the Honda does, and that's part of it. There's also a lot more going on with that bike too, so
yeah, like my leg is getting really warm, but you know, obviously it's something when we're going slower and when we're stopped, I'm gonna feel that a lot more. Like I don't feel it a whole lot right now.
yeah, you'll just have to get used to it.
Suck it up, buttercup.
Yep.
Oh, this sucks. The throttle on the Heritage is, I think, a lot looser than the Honda. So I find myself going faster, quicker, I'd say. Like when we pulled out and I was doing 40 and a 30, not even fully realizing how quick I got to 40.
Right. Yeah, just gearing too makes all that difference.
And even the little bumps, I can tell, like if I don't have my hand like entirely, like if I have my hand relaxed as I should, like right now, I could tell I slowed down. Plus I slowed down because of that truck.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, is that guy, how wide's he gonna take this?
And this is difficult because of the turn signals. One on the left, one on the right. I'm used to the one just on the left, and I would just kind of push which way I want to go.
It's a lot nicer.
Well, I'm sure for the experienced rider it is, but for me, I find myself like...
Because you're used to this Honda, right?
Right.
So you turned that good.
Oh, thanks.
I mean, you took it wide to kind of stay in lane position 1, really.
I gotta learn to vibe match.
Yeah, don't worry about that too much right now. We'll work on that another time.
Okay.
You can ride motorcycle without rev matching, and rev matching is just a bonus. So we'll get you comfortable, and then we'll work on that. So while you guys are watching this, we will be down in Lincoln, Nebraska for the Great Plains Moto Meet, and Molly will be on that 2018 Heritage. I will be on the 2019 Road King Special, and it's in the mid 300 mile range to get down there. And then I don't know what's in store for the ride, if it's going to be close to a couple 100-mile ride or so.
We're gonna turn right again. I gotta get used to turning right with the blinker over here.
And then we'll have the ride back. So last year it was shortened a little bit because of the weather, and we did I think a little over 800 miles on that total trip, and we did that 2 up, so Molly was on the back. So this will be a whole new experience for both of us, having 2 bikes. I won't have to carry all the gear. She can carry her own junk.
Yeah, I got my own junk to carry.
You can put your junk in the trunk.
Huh?
You got some junk in that trunk? Huh? Huh?
I like this bike. You can't tell, but I'm smiling.
So how's it feel compared to the Honda?
It feels right. Does that make sense? Like it just feels right.
Are you still gonna ride this?
Maybe.
Jeez.
I mean, if the Honda asks me very nicely, then definitely.
Okay. So you hear that, two-wheeled friends? All of you Honda Shadow riders, I keep looking down here like there's a camera. I didn't get the rear-facing camera. I just threw a camera on both of our helmets and away we went. But did you hear that? we will still have shadow day videos, whether if I get on the bike, Mrs. Two-Wheeled gets on the bike, whatever it is. I mean, maybe someday Molly will, or Mrs. Two-Wheeled as I've been calling her in this video, maybe she will get on the Road King someday and
don't
try
get
it.
too ahead of yourself there, babe.
Well, I'm just saying, you never know.
Yeah, I know.
I don't want you on it.
That's your bike. No, technically that's our bike.
Because you get on that, you're going to want to ride it all the time. So would you say your transition, like obviously you're still kind of, I don't want to say you're still learning on that bike, but you are still getting comfortable.
Yep.
But that transition from this motorcycle to that, shifting and all that, I don't think you touched on that when we were going the other direction on this road, did you?
Oh yeah, that's right. We were on this road already, weren't we? I don't really know how to. I like how you rev match.
Hey, I've been trying to practice that on this bike. I mean,
That's funny.
it's not needed, but
No.
So I think shifting on this it's actually a lot easier. Except for going into neutral. That was hard. I have a hard time finding neutral on this bike.
it is very difficult to get to neutral on that.
Must be a Harley thing?
I don't know, it might be. The Road King at times I get frustrated with it too.
Excellent.
Yeah. I don't know, you guys that are in the audience that have a Harley, specifically like a Milwaukee 8, do you notice any issues shifting? If you have a Honda Shadow, do you have a hard time finding neutral in that? See, there goes Mrs. Two-Wheeled, like, I want to go fast. But
It's too easy. So now I can relate when you say going those higher speeds on your Road King and how quickly you can get up to those higher speeds. I get it. It makes sense.
yeah, the speed limit is, just say you're in a 45 and you take off from the stop sign and you're in second gear and you look down, you're already going 50, and it's like, okay, I'll shift into third and then fourth and I'm good. It's like, oh, that took all the fun out.
Right. I turned my blinker on way too soon.
Well, you're letting me know, I guess, where we were going.
Oh.
There's a little Grom over there.
Do we need to go home and get the Road King?
It doesn't matter.
I know, I'm just
So I went out earlier and it was windy. Well, and it still is windy. And this windshield has been a saving grace for me.
Yeah, thank you for bringing that up, because I had it on my mind of when we were in the lot practicing your slow speeds. I was going to bring that up about how windy it was, and man, this little bike, and yeah, no windshield on it, you definitely feel the wind. I'm not feeling it as much in town here where we're at. We're sheltered a little bit more, but yeah, we were on the edge of town where we were practicing, and it's like a 30-mile-an-hour wind, and we got rain coming in, like good chance of rain in the next hour probably. So we wanted to get riding in, good chance of rain tomorrow, but maybe tomorrow afternoon we can get Molly some more practice so we can do some video from the Great Plains Moto Meet Ride. We kind of heard a little bit about why you chose the Heritage in some of the former videos, but if some of you are new, maybe you can tell us a little bit about what made you decide from the Honda to that motorcycle.
Okay. So well, in a lot of the videos we always talk about our height and how we're tall, and with me being 5'10", like the Honda feels comfortable, but I feel a little hunched on it. I just, like, ultimately it doesn't complement my height entirely. So when we went and started looking at bikes and started sitting on things, and I was very clear that I didn't want to just jump up to the biggest, baddest bike that I could find. I wanted to find a bike that was relatively close to the same size as the Honda, maybe just a smidge bigger. So we started sitting on I shouldn't say we, because it was me. I was sitting on the Heritages, and I was like, wow, this feels right. This feels good. I don't feel like my legs are bent up as much as they do on the Shadow. Like, and I really like these floorboards because my feet feel relaxed, and I don't feel like if I go forward or backwards with my heel that my foot's gonna slip off the peg.
Yeah, floorboards are definitely a different experience over pegs.
Yes. Yes.
Just a reminder not to speed, because we do have the highway patrol and a Mustang behind us.
I know, that is such a cool car. You should ask them if you could ride it, drive it. Drive it.
I mean, if it was my recommendation to anyone looking for a new bike who's 5'10" like I am, I would definitely encourage the Heritage. It's not as, I don't know if I want to, I mean, I've never driven or ridden, operated the Road King, so I can't compare if it's easier or less torquey or whatever. But I would say that this is a good bike. This is a good, not like a beginner bike, but a step up from a beginner bike. So you got your, like for me, my beginner bike is the Honda, and I knew I couldn't ride that the rest of my life. So this is the one step up, and like what Dustin said, maybe someday I'll get on the Road King, but I'm not going to hold my breath for that.
I was at the stoplight, but I was on that side. I sat through 2 red lights.
Oh, really?
Yes.
They just changed this light. They put left turn signals all the way around. Did you know that? I
was wondering.
Yeah, they were working on it this week. Bye-bye, cool Popo.
Yeah, that's a cool car.
I think that's South Dakota's only Mustang highway patrol. So it's a big deal here in South Dakota. Well, I think we will wrap this video up too, friends. If you are new to the channel and like watching motorcycle related content, specifically watching Mrs.TWOWHEELD riding the Heritage now, you know, be sure to go down there, click that subscribe button so you can come back week after week. Ring that bell so you're notified when we upload. We upload every Saturday at 11 a.m. Central Time. And give this video a big thumbs up. Give us support. Helps that YouTube algorithm as well. And by all means, if you liked watching us out riding, go back and watch some of the other videos. There'll be a couple cards up on the screen, and oh, we're gonna go even though we had to yield. And until next time, too, friends, peace out, and we will see you later. Bye bye.